Hey guys, welcome back to Frankly Inspired. So today I want to talk about difficult conversation. And from the moment you wake up in the morning, and I wake up in the morning, we are talking to ourselves in quiet. Usually, in our minds, we have to go through all the things that we're doing on a daily basis: work, family, um, anything fun. Just keeping healthy. What we're gonna eat for dinner. I gotta go put gas in the car, pick up the kids, and constantly we have this little voice in our head, our subconscious, just saying, hey, you dropped the ball here, or you could have done this better. And that conversation is so important because you are with yourself 24 hours a day, no matter what. Yes, your significant other, your kids, other parents, grandparents, neighbors, teammates. You spend sporadic time with them throughout the day, the course of the day, week, month, year, but you are with yourself 24/7, and with God, obviously. But that conversation you have with yourself is so important because we constantly beating ourselves up and thinking about, hey, I need to get this done, and all the stresses of life. When in reality, like, you know, you do what you can, right? So as long as you realize, hey, I'm striving to do these things, and I want to have a good life, and I want to provide for my family, especially as a husband and a father. It's really important to me, and to do good for them, as much as the word motivation. We're all, everybody, oh, you got to get motivated to do this, and I want to be motivated to be successful and have a business and have a great career and a great profession. But in the word motivation, the first part of the word is motive. So what's your reason um, for doing what you do? For me, it's my family. I want to, make them proud, and have them be a role model too, because it's easy to say things and watch a bunch of stuff on TV or movies or on the internet, and you see people's lifestyles and driving the fancy cars and taking private jets and going to these crazy fancy restaurants. But yeah, so that story that you tell yourself, and not that there's anything wrong with doing any of that stuff. I think it's super cool if you can and you've worked hard and you deserve it. But it's not going to make you a happy person. There's a guy that I watch his videos all the time, and it's the School of Hard Knocks, young kid, and he's always interviewing millionaires and billionaires and their lessons, and he always asks the best questions. He has a great channel, millions of followers, but he always asks, if you could tell your 20-year-old self a secret, if we died tomorrow and you could go back and tell your 20-year-old self something, what would you say? And it's always super cool to listen to their responses. But at the end of the day, all of them, every single person has failed. They've all been broke. They've all made mistakes. But the key factor is they didn't dwell on it. Like, they didn't just stop. They kept going for whatever they wanted to accomplish. So, um, but that conversation that you tell yourself every day, every minute of every day, every hour of every day, that's what keeps you going. If you're, that motive, what's the reason? Why am I doing this? Why do I want to go to the gym? Why do I want to eat healthy and, you know, uh, not be just sitting in the sofa all day? I sit on the sofa at night, and, my body turns off the switch, and I'm out in 5 minutes of watching whatever. Like, it's crazy because you just want to do so much during the day. But that conversation that you have with yourself constantly is more important than anything, really, because it's what's going to keep you moving in the right direction towards your goals and dreams. So yeah, frankly inspired. I know I've been a little bit MIA on videos, just been doing a bunch of stuff and a bunch of projects outside that I'm still working on. So hopefully I'll get to them here soon and show some progress on some of the things that I've been working on, and the little conversations that I've been having to myself, that I have all these things going on, and what do I got to take, time to finish up. So hopefully we'll get there soon. But thanks for watching. Frankly Inspired.